If there's one thing we're all trying to avoid while we're playing hardcore WoW, it would be that quick portal try again button back to Durotar or Elwyn Forest. Now whether you die to layering, patrols or just simply overpulling, a lot of hardcore WoW comes down to game knowledge. And today, I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks that might give you more game knowledge and make your life a hell of a lot easier whenever you go again. And a little quick note before we get started, these tips are not in any particular order, so how useful they are is up to you. And starting off the list at number 5, we got strafing. For the love of God, please stop backpedaling and learn to strafe. One of the biggest pain in the asses in hardcore WoW is being dazed. Now, daze oftenly occurs when you're trying to run and you're being hit from the back, slowing you by 50% and dismounting you if you happen to be on a mount. Now usually this is what leads you to an early death in hardcore WoW, as you may overpull and have multiple enemies chain dazing you. Now the easiest way to prevent being dazed is to keep your character's front towards your enemies, but if you're backpedaling, your character might as well be dazed with how slow you're moving, so learning how to be able to strafe in a straight line while keeping your character looking at the enemy will help you tremendously, as you will be able to parry attacks and throw out slows while keeping your momentum. And coming in at number 4, don't forget about your professions. Train your professions and keep them up to date. Professions can help you with both gear and utilities, whether it's through target dummies or elixirs and potions. It's important to keep your professions updated so you can take full advantage of all the benefits it can give you, and it's also useful for making gold, which in turn can help you have an easier time surviving out in Azeroth. And if you're unsure on which professions are gonna keep you alive, my last video goes through all the primary professions and ranking how beneficial they are to your survival, so go check that out. Coming in at number 3, we got watch hardcore death clips. I know this may sound a little bit silly at face value, but do know watching a lot of hardcore death clips will make you familiar with common places that even top tier players die to, either because they were careless or just based on difficulty. This will also help you avoid those deaths, as a lot of the death clips may happen in a certain area, signaling you to be extra careful. Like I said from the start, hardcore WoW is simply all about game knowledge, so any information can be used to your advantage. Coming in at number 2, stop doing orange things. And by that I mean do not attempt to fight orange leveled enemies or do orange leveled quests. Even if you're playing a class that can handle those situations, most often than not, that overconfidence is sure to lead you to a swift death. If you really want an easy way to get to level 60, make sure to do green quests in each area and grind some XP from enemies a few levels below you. Always remember that this is a marathon at the end of the day, not a sprint. And to finish off the list, coming in at number 1, we got download helpful add-ons. This will help you with any knowledge gap you might have, or help you with your leveling journey. And again, not to toot my own horn, but I made a video showing off the add-ons I personally use and that I find to be the most useful while playing hardcore WoW. Add-ons like Classic Bestiary will help you be able to read about enemies' different abilities before engaging them. And other add-ons like Rested XP can help you level on a safe route, giving you small tips and tricks on areas to avoid and paths where dangerous patrols are walking. The list is quite long, but add-ons are mandatory for your survival while playing WoW hardcore. So if you're interested to see what I use, I've left a link to that video in the description below, as well as the other video that I mentioned earlier. But hey, these are just my 5 tips and tricks for surviving in hardcore WoW. I know there are plenty tips out there, but I wanted to stick with the basics for today. If you want to add anything to the conversation or have tips and tricks of your own, comment down below. And as always, I've been Vermillions and I'll see you next time. Also, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye.